It's time for Power Hour.
Last glimpse.
XRP going to the moon. Yeah.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Wednesday stream where we got some sort of settlement on XRP that has catalyzed this at the highs 25+% run. Currently up around 21%. Recaptured 50 cents, 51 cents, very critical level. There's a bunch of levels here. I mean, just that's what happens when you tend to chop around for 7 years at the same price. But hey, man, I mean, that's a big deal, right? I think the prosecutors or whatever, they wanted $2 billion and they settled for what, 121 million or something like that, 124 million. Anyway, it was a blunder for them and a big win for crypto, I guess. But apparently there's a 60-day window where appeals can happen. So you'd imagine these awful people in power are going to appeal the decision. So don't get too excited. And history proves that any sort of news-driven catalyst that would manifest into higher prices for XRP only gets eventually sold into everything, every pump sold into just about. But hey, man, it's the XRP jackpot. They pulled the lever today and they finally hit. But they're not going to show you how many days they hit where the price was terrible. They didn't do anything. So cool story, bro. That's great, man. Randomly you have hidden bullish divergence developing if this was a bottom. Anyway, that's the story of the day. XLM also, wow, rallying down here. Wow, what a freaking reversal candle. You see that thing? And then they follow through, recapture the level. Now you got the news. That's nice. So XLM a little less choppy. Not bad. That's like a 98% retrace down here. So much demand, I guess, that the sellers could not even test the key level from January 2023. Okay, I'm a double bottom coming on in, dude, on XLM XRP. Dude, like, I'm always hoping for things in crypto to succeed, but we also know that most of them are scams. I don't think XRP is a scam per se, but I don't think it's something you could invest in. I don't think you owning XRP means you are investing in Ripple Labs. They're completely different. XRP is the utility token that institutions use to transact between each other at record speeds. It's amazing, but not an investment. Cool though. All right. Just getting it done. XRP deserves the limelight today for a few moments at the beginning, right? I think you would agree. To say no would be not fair. So I don't think it was good enough to go with an XRP style stream, you know. But let's go to Bitcoin, check it out, see what happened. Hey, like I feel like the stream yesterday. If you watched the stream yesterday and you're kind of looking above at what actually happened, it's kind of like uncanny. No way. They pushed it to the top of, or to the, I guess the bottom of the inflection zone, the supply zone, and it was very strong with sellers. Sellers rejected. I mean, there was so much supply that market participants just started dumping it immediately. But that's okay. I mean, you had an 8-hour markdown, wasn't great, but look, they're holding it up. It's not a big deal. I do think that if you want an edge, you do want a second test of around 50, 51K. You want to see it again, but who knows? Like, there just isn't a very strong argument one way or another because you're in impulse mode. You're not in consolidation mode anymore like you were in impulse mode. Remember, like play-by-play, slow motion. It was here, and now it's done. It performed wonderfully, and now we're just trying to see how the dust is going to settle. Like, you hope that, like, maybe we get another test of 57.5, 58.4 again, and hopefully it's not just one time. That'd be really bad. But if you're looking at the daily, you can clearly see what's kind of happening, and it's not great. 57.5, 58.4, level from history that's undeniable. I know I'm going to keep beating in your head until you're just like, you end up having Tourette's for saying the word 57.5, 58.4. You're just like, yeah, I'm going to go eat some oatmeal, and 57.5 is support or resistance. Okay. Yeah, you're going to know about it because it's so real from history too many times. It's like made or broken Bitcoin. So they just tested it again as resistance today. That's the only thing that's happened. That's the only piece of information we have from today's price action. What was once a support resistance from history is flipped to resistance, being confirmed with some sort of price action there. 47 minutes to go till the daily close, power hour, you know. Let's look at the other chart, right? The other look without, you know, as many historical levels, just more so the structure we're confined within, right? Even on this chart, you can see the level. Support is now resistance, but you're still somehow, fortunately, within the channel, barely, but you are. So you're kind of sandwiched between 54K and 57.5. Man, that is just a tough place to be for trying to pick short-term direction. And what about the futures, man? How about the stream yesterday? We're talking about price action correlation to levels on Bitcoin and then the stock market, U.S. futures, and it's like they went a little higher. Like, well, not the NASDAQ, but the S&P. I think you had another test and a complete failure. I guess we can look at it right now, just because, you know, like 52.70, 52.84, resistance. Okay, one more time. All right, still rejected. Hidden bearish divergence now. Oh no, it's not letting me. And this is another scene, so I don't know. Maybe it's just not on here. Anyway, there's hidden bearish divergence developing on the 4-hour for the index funds futures as well as Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the 4-hour is starting to develop it. Now it could just, you know, they could start building positive Momo again. Maybe the news with XRP is good for the market, but you know, you just have like a ridiculously lower high than the previous high with higher levels of positive Momo. So that's kind of implying if this is real, right? It might be a little early. Maybe you need a couple more histogram wicks, but could be implying that a back test of a key level with a bearish edge that just implies a continuation downward. Maybe to just go test 52K, you know, or maybe we go for the confirmation low way lower. But anyway, just saying, levels that were once support resistance have flipped to resistance. NASDAQ, it was way more perfect. Oh my God, it's just a dream, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous technicals. And then the Russ 2000, same situation where like that 2077 level has been rejected. So that's just not that's not price action you really want to see, man, at all. Like if you want higher prices short term, that's not good. So your futures, your Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance, maybe. How's it doing today? Oh, a new day. Intraday, I mean, it barely did it, but today we have seen multi-year highs. Just intraday. The close, if it closed right now at 57.05%, it would be the highest daily candle close on this chart in 2 years plus, over 2 years. So going for another record and an insane uptrend today, Bitcoin Dom. Very nice. How's Bitcoin market cap doing? Still disrespecting the living F out of this channel, huh? Yeah, it is, man. It's great. You gotta respect the TA. They're holding it up, man. 1.087 trillion. They're holding it as support right now. Kind of interesting. They're trying to defend it. Ugh. For a second time, maybe? All right.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
You don't want to go further into crypto. Outside XRP and Bitcoin, chat, you don't want to go further. You don't want to go to the second largest crypto in the world. Because it's like rolling over. It looked terrible yesterday. Like, that's it. Oh, I'll see it 2100. And now they're breaking 2400. Another level. So, yeah, you're off the lows. Look, Bitcoin's off the lows too, man. But you just got to understand, based on the Bitcoin to Ethereum chart, that it will continue to underperform Bitcoin no matter what direction Bitcoin goes. So, Wyckoff distribution, phase E. Sorry, dude. It was leg day today, and I'm just like exhausted. 3 days in a row now with a trainer, and just like when it's like Wednesday afternoon after leg day, yeah, I'm wrecked. Okay, so you would just think, if this is real life, I mean, it's almost like, how are they tweezering? How are they testing twice? You know, like, how are they the same high? That is tweezer top continuation crap. I hope it fails, man, but it's not looking good. That means it's really bad for a lot of altcoins, because they're like, right, weren't they built on the Ethereum network? Never good. So it's down 4% today, with Bitcoin only being down 1.17%. Gross. Let's go to BNB. Not a redeeming candle, just like yesterday was kind of nothing burger. It is gone. Get wrecked, crypto bros. So below 500, you just don't want to own it. But understand, if they ever recaptured 500 and then reconfirmed its validity as support, that might be actionable for a long, because that shows us. I mean, let's just say randomly we got this, and then, oh no, hidden bearish divergence, and we roll over and we test it again. That would give us an argument for accumulation, but it would also be price action favorably correlating to key levels from history, which is what we literally always want if we can help it. You normally don't even want to take a position without favorable price action. So if you got that, it might be a dream. Easy to manage risk, right? Because if they test it and you start seeing that favorable price action starts separating a little bit, and it's like, boom, you pull the trigger on the long. Easy to set up a stop loss that is super tight. If it failed, if like BNB rolled over, you take on minimal losses, but you had max upside potential if it was real. So you can't do anything yet. Like, I think you waiting to go long on BNB above 500 is like a form of insurance. It's like where you can sleep better at night. Below it, it's just too sus. Lower low. There's downside to 430. Okay, BNB, Solana, which is just great, man. I can't believe it. It's such an anomaly. It's anomalous. We're like, somehow they're trying to present an argument of hidden bullish divergence after the one time, two time, now a third test, but after they confirm distribution. It is something crazy. I don't know how to make sense of it, just based on how homogenous this market normally is. But very impressed. And the argument for Solana's higher prices is not dead until there is a real breakdown below 124 with confirmation. And you haven't had that yet. You had some price action. Sure, it was scary. It was the lowest price seen on Solana a couple days ago since March 5th. But look where they settled up. The traders settled up above the inflection zone and then engulfed. And you're actually, in 38 minutes, if all stays the same or higher, you'll be confirming the bullish engulfing candle with follow through, which is just, and maybe they recapture the 200 because you're just testing it right now. I don't know, man. It's starting to become maybe a little more neutral until we start seeing some weak price action, some major selling again. Because again, we have confirmed distribution. Here's the highest high, here's a lower high, here's the second high that confirms that there are less market participants involved with this asset than we saw in March. So that's, again, we just keep testing this level. It's probably getting weaker, but dang, man, once again, buyers surprising us all. Resilient asset for now. Guess what? One asset, which would be Coinbase. If you put Coinbase's chart up against Solana, it would be almost identical up until a couple days ago, where Coinbase like gapped down to a stupidly low level. It recovered, I know, but like Solana didn't do that. Just kind of weird. Let's see if it works. Let's see if I can do that. It might not work. We'll see. Oh my God, it's like the same picture. Yeah, as you can see how it looks, it's like that same triple top with distribution structure. And see how Solana, it's the same low, but you can see on Coinbase it broke supports, it went lower. I'm trying to get it. I don't know if I can. It gets all weird, you know. But you can see the high, the one high, the second high, same here. But Solana holding where Coin isn't holding. Okay, that was good enough. We can just go to Coin too if you want. I don't think you want to see. We'll just do a little detour. It's crypto related, man. See, Solana is not doing at all. There is now this extreme decoupling between the two, where if this was Solana, there was never going to be this. If this was Solana, bullish engulfing candle holding supports. So I started getting real bearish on Solana or on Coinbase after that failed breakout, and then starting to see it roll over. And it's like that is confirming really bad things, and it's like a higher high double top. If you know that if there's a confirmation low or high, let's just say if there's a confirmation high and the second high is higher than the first high, and it actually is a confirmation high with follow through, it based on research done by Bukowski, those higher high double tops perform better than the same high or lower high double tops. It's just the way it is. And so you're getting really nice follow through here. Major bearish engulfing candle today, down 7.86%. And there's really just not much here till 150. You can wait 150, 114. That's just really bad. Awful stuff on this asset. It was so promising. My God, I was excited with the confirmation low here, but that new piece of data, you have to be able to decipher new pieces of data, and it has to be able to change your mind on things when you see it. And things just after that, it was just like, this is maybe cooked, man. Starting to look gross, pinged at everyone. Man, it really did melt down, and now you're back below the 200-day moving average. I mean, you had not been below the 200 moving average really since June of 2023, so over a year. It's pretty gross, man. It's a negative momentum is building, highest level of negative momentum seen since April. RSI reading at its lowest level since May of 2023, so lowest RSI in over a year, getting real close to the lowest level since November of 2022. Disgusting. But what a run it was. But man, they confirmed distribution. Can look good, and then the new data, and it's bad. It's like, all right, no, done. It really is that, man. It really is as simple as that. Where it's
I've got information, man. New shit has come to light.
Okay, well, we just looked at all the crypto, the big ones. So, I guess we look at oh, hey. NASDAQ futures at lows. The S&P also, and Russell 2000 all have just hit the lowest lows since the 5th, which was the crash day. Real quick so you can see. There it is, rolling over after a formal bearish back test of key levels from history that we really wanted to see become support. They're not, they're resistance. So Okay. Robinhood looks good. Yeah, they had good earnings. It's up 3% Yeah, there were some earnings today. Intel, if you don't know, hit its lowest price since October of 2010, man. And that's coming off of the CEO tweeting Bible verses. Like, I'm not even kidding. He did that a couple days ago. It's just like, I don't understand. Disney got destroyed today. Warner Brothers obliterated. I don't know, man. Like, at this point, sometimes it's like, so we get through the crypto and it's like, should I continue? Do we want to go look at some of these S coins and just so we can reinforce that they're garbage still? Or do we just switch to the index funds and start going through stocks and commodities? Like, I'm kind of at a point, I don't really know what the people would want, you know? We could look at the volatility index to hold us over while y'all answer in the chat. Let's get some answers. The VIX up 0.51%, but fell as low as 22 today. It's going to take some Iranian stuff, missiles, to get this thing back up to 40 again. I just don't think we're going to get another spike like that unless we just start getting some sort of nukage. There's nothing wrong with Bible verses, but Lino, it's just weird when you have a CEO that is posting Bible verses after the stock just crashed, like it's had its worst day like in history. It's not a good sign, because like if there was evidence of the CEO of Intel tweeting Bible verses commonly all the time, when things are good, Intel was hitting like multi-year highs, if not all-time highs, like this past 6 months. Was he tweeting Bible verses when it was at all-time highs? No. So that's what I'm saying. If he's doing it just now, get wrecked, dude. Get destroyed. Weird energy, yeah, but plenty of weirdness going on. Got a problem, man? Let's see here. I'm scrolling up. Good to see everyone. Oh, it's Mezzo Gaming We Batson, man. Hey. What's up, Tony and EJ, Cactus, Jack, and Joe Pata, and Rep, and Arkai, Win Banana. Banana went the other way. It did. Classic distribution. Lower highs. Over 4+ months. That's an inverse banana. Inverse banana zone ongoing in crypto. There's no arguing about it. Until new CPUs catch on fire. Do we have evidence in that, dude? Or is that just fake news? No S coins, stonks. See a lot of stonks. I want to look at something just real quick. I want you all to see how bad this is. This might be one of the best setups for lower prices. Avalanche. Look what they're doing here. It's kind of amazing. It's almost like you hope Bitcoin goes to retest 50 so we can see these things play out, because they just need to. We know they're worthless assets. Like, price doesn't really matter. Like, this goes down to $10 on Avalanche. Its network's gonna be fine. Whatever it does, it's still gonna serve its purpose, but it's just $10, $11 Avalanche. So technically speaking, this level from history is so effing real. So many reversals here that they just broke it, and now they're formally back testing it as resistance today. And if things get worse, they might engulf it in 30 minutes. But the downside is like almost 50% downside on Avalanche on a bearish back test after breaking it a couple days ago. So that's great, man. That's great. I hope this thing collapses because my technicals, and because history does what it does, right? 886s. Let's go to the 886.99% retrace. Let's go down to 1521, but screw that. There's no real good support there. Let's go to freaking $11. Just fulfill the destiny of what they always do. They do this, and then they 886.99% almost every time. IMX, excited about this one. I really hope that this is another one. It's like, come on, man, max downside potential here. Yesterday they didn't do it. They engulfed yesterday, but look, they went up and they tested that inflection. Well, it was support locally and recently. But we know how real of an area it is. It's so real, you cannot deny its existence. It's probably one of the most touched, respected areas on the IMX chart. And look what they've done. They broke it, and now they're confirming an old level as resistance. Exciting. That means, like, if TA is respected on the back test, man, we should be looking for an IMX down 40% in the coming weeks.
Year/JK,
great.
how is it looking on monthly or weekly?
Anonymous? I don't know, but we'll look at it. Really appreciate you supporting the stream, man. Kings, dude. Not every day we get a contribution for foreign exchange currency pair. Thanks, dude. Okay, just Shiba also getting close to destruction. Like, you are this close to being doomed. This effing close. You're breaking it now. It wasn't doing it earlier. I have an alert set up. Bearish engulfing candle in the midst of being painted. 27 minutes till it's confirmed. It would be a confirmed bearish breakdown. It wasn't on August 5th. Get ready, man. You might see a mega collapse on Shiba and many other altcoins. But I'm just looking at a few of them that are actually at these levels, either regarding them as resistance, breaking them, whatever. This one's so close, man. No edge, no exhaustion. Sellers are not tired at all. Any rally that would ever come here would, I bet you money, would be a lower high than this high and roll over, probably even before seeing 1700 again. But just kind of giving you a gist of the lesser thans. Because we look at the big ones, it's like, okay, I need you to see that it's Litecoin. Litecoin still.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
No reaction after the crash. That means number go down probably. Yeah. Oh my, look where you are. You're just sitting here, this August 2023 low with no one buying. It's just sitting here. There is nothing stopping Litecoin outside of that little one wick. Nothing stopping it from going to $48. That was the target anyway. We almost got there. Just Bitcoin recovered. It was gross. It was hidden bearish divergence, back test of just bear trend, man. So waiting for $48 on Litecoin. Yes. I don't know what this 14% downside. I don't know. This song is garbage. Hopefully y'all can barely hear it. All right, so that'll conclude the S-Coin session. If you want more, the futures, stock market futures are selling off. Nasdaq down 0.35%, S&P down 0.13%, Russ 2000 down 0.21%. So it looks like we're going for a second test, most likely, of the lows, which is common, normal. But it's incredible because it's, the rally they gave us just gave us information, man, that let us know this level is resistance and they're rejecting it. So it's like, fine, let's go for a second test. Let's go down to the next level. That's how it goes, man. Okay. But let's look at the daily. Let's look at just the spot, not the futures. And you can see how miserable it is. Okay? Miserable. So what happened last night that caused a rally in futures? Bank of Japan decided they're not going to raise interest rates during market irregularities like this. Fine. The futures loved it, but it's not always as it seems. This is really bad. I think the worst thing that could happen, man. You get that news and they run it up and they get to 531, but then the sell-off and then the ultimate rejection, bearish engulfing candle confirmed, and now after hours matching the losses of the day. It was down 0.67% on the day. After hours, down 0.67%. You can't make this up. Max downside. I mean, after that, I hope we're just whipsawing, and maybe we just whipsaw up and we're going all the way higher. We're going to go fill that gap at 543 now, but disgusting. Worst case scenario for anyone this long. You don't want to see that. 200 moving average looms, $500. Psychological support resistance. It's whatever you want it to be, Batson, man. Thank you, dude. Okay, it wasn't an engulfing, but it was dark cloud covering. I guess we would call that scud. Yeah, it'd be a scud cloud. Dark clouds, right? It's a stratocumulus under deck. What you see just before tornadoes touch down. Or not. But not a really good candle, man. Looks like Ethereum, doesn't it?
Very
the
grateful
past 2
for this
days like
community.
that.
Sandstorm is a
Garbage.
good song. 3.333333300 Phil.
Wow, GBJ, thanks for the 1119 of Filecoin. He tipped me.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Files, thank you, dude. Making me take on losses I didn't want to take on. Thank you. Because Filecoin's going lower, probably. Just utter failure. I mean, even like this high right here from February 2024, they rejected it 2 days in a row now. Bad. Bearish price action. Even if something happens good, positive tomorrow. Just with the information we have received today, bearish. I hope tomorrow it's not bearish. But today and yesterday, terrible. Level inflection point 16443. Completely rejected in bearish engulfing candle. You know what actually happened on the Nasdaq today? I bet no one in the world would even say what happened. It was the lowest daily candle close on the Nasdaq since May 3rd. It took out the high, the candle close. It was a lower candle close than we saw August 5th, the bad day. What a joke. Thought it was over, man. Well, not yet. All you can do is hope for miracles. That's it. Hope money printer go burr and just stupid joke market. We just continue rallying after such brutal price action today. Nasty. Bearish and golden candle confirmed, but yes, it's still above $200. Whatever. Gross though. I mean, you think, all right, okay, it gapped up, but then just sold off all day. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you.
That boy's good.
Those are your index funds, man. We'll look at gold real quick, as we do. You know, it's gross. Local price action, confirming distribution. Back below the trading range top. Not good, but it's not dead yet.
Support one of the realest out there. Never shilling and always educating Moo Brain.
Dang, Cactus Jack. Thanks so much for your first super chat ever, man. Yeah, hype in the chat for Cactus Jack, Caleb Shockley, and Anon Anonymous for contributing to this 100% crowdsourced stream. Thank you, dude. So it's still kind of like bad. This is the most recent event, and you know, you haven't taken out the lows yet, but it's still just really iffy up here. That's confirming less than before. You're converging because it's not even a higher high, it's a lower high, so it's bearish convergence. They rejected the bullish control zone on the second test, which isn't really great either. So yeah, lower prices could very well be in store for you if this plays out what we've identified here as a confirmation high anyway, and rejection, a breakout. Silva. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since May 3rd. Gapped down today, but it's up 0.14%. Nice. They filled the gap at this point. Still waiting on this $26 level to be tested again. No edge, no divergence, no exhaustion from sellers. It's just been gross. Terrible. That right there, man, that was it. You got to pay attention to price action correlation to key levels and even the local stuff where you confirm a top, the highest high, and then a lower high. Okay, they recaptured. It's not over yet. Let's rally. And then they do this. reconfirm a level as resistance again, but it's all lower highs than the previous high. That's what the thing about Coinbase did. That's what Solana has done. But Solana's just holding up still, as Coinbase didn't, and nor did silver. So, okay. See if there's any. Oh my God! Like U.S. oil went ham today. I guess it was the Iranian stuff, right? I don't know. Maybe, but it jumped, man. It went crazy. I just don't know if it's gonna be long term. Like, what a freaking engulfing candle! It could be the short squeeze. Someone could say, I mean, like, here's a low, here's the same low, and it's like you do have bullish divergence argument for sure, but look at the price action we received just before this. It's like the worst thing that could have ever happened. I'm still not sold on U.S. oil yet. I don't think it's good enough of an argument yet. Okay, get me back above $78. Reconfirm 78, 75 as support somehow. That'd be insurance. I would hold off. Let's wait and see. But nice day. Nice 3+% candle. Great. I'm in chat. We got 17 minutes till the daily close. Corn futures once again doing what it does. Marking down because miserable bear trend amongst the lowest daily closes we've seen in 4 years. Corn, dude. Natural gas. Hey, they're defending the level, man. They are. Holy crap. All right. Wheat. Long-term downtrend. Trying to hold on to levels. Now, it's actually what they're doing. They're just rejecting the support as resistance right now. Trend is too bad. You don't want to long assets and trends this bad. This is awful. Soybeans. You do not want to own assets in downtrends like this. Soybeans amongst the lowest close we've seen in close to 4 years. A lot more downside too. Yeah, I wouldn't touch these food commodities, man. Awful. All right, so hey, does that mean that anything's going to get cheaper? No, nothing will get cheaper that you're paying for right now buying. Nope. Okay, futures still rolling over. NASDAQ futures down about 0.5% now. Hit their lows. All of them hit their lows as the stream has been ongoing since we last looked at it.
Mitch Raysky, call up Patrick Bet David tomorrow. Let him know who said it was a good idea.
Patrick Bet David. No offense, I don't know who that is, and that's not mean. I just thank you for the 10. Maybe you can give some like background information, you know. The internet's a big place, man, and we are just hobbits here. But we are TA Valar. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the Mag 7. Look at the market drivers. They look all of them look garbage except one. I remember, I guess it was Apple. Apple was the only one that looked good. All the rest, oh God, it's just terrible. I'm saying like Apple, like good because didn't just melt down and collapse, right? Cool because level from history, regarded as support, and they're keeping it propped up. But after hours, oh God, all the gains are gone after hours. It was up 1.25% today. Guess what? Down after hours 1%.
Coinbase really KYK
I didn't know
customers
that.
to
I thought
hell
that was
White
a
Ray on
2017-18 thing, Boyd. Right? I thought they had been KYCing forever. Someone back me up. They've KYC'd me. They know who I am, right? I had to pay my taxes. They love me for that. So people could, if y'all want to, whatever he's talking about, if that's like new. Okay, so yeah, not really great, man. Gains from the day for Apple gone. Amazon was up 0.5%. Sorry, Larry, up 0.5%, and after hours down 1.5%. Not great there, huh? There was nothing good about this one. Like 200 was tested as resistance. There's an unfilled gap. Extremely high volume. Could be a breakaway gap, meaning this gap doesn't fill anytime soon. Nothing to do here, but look at it. It's just going through a correction. They haven't even really attempted a rally yet. So there could be more downside. It's trading at 160 after hours, down 1.5%. Google, awful, man. Just terrible, right? It gapped up and then just sold off all day, closed near the lows, down 1.41% after hours. You see this faint blue line. That's where it's trading at, near the lowest lows. Okay, anything better on Microsoft? No, it's terrible. Microsoft rejecting the 200-day simple moving average, down 0.3%, and then after hours, down 0.07%. There's not much up here, man. Microsoft, this correction could continue. They haven't even attempted a rally yet. You were still waving down. This is a impulse wave that is not over yet until we start seeing a real pivot and start rallying, making higher highs. They've already confirmed 430 as resistance. It happened. It was covered on stream the day it happened. My God. It got faulted the next day. And then look at it now. Meta, down 1% today, down another 1.3%. So down 2.36% total. Ping pong between that level. Faring better than all the rest. Actually, how crazy is that? Zuckerberg living his best life. He looks healthy. He's smoking meats. He's trying to be a human being. And it's showing on the chart. Range bound. But dead middle of range. So, bleh. And here's where it starts getting ugly, chat. It was already ugly. It was the bad, and the fugly. And here we go. Tesla. Worst thing that could ever happen. Okay, so this is what's happened. Okay, like we know 205, 209, that zone that's been tested. It's as important as 180. So 3 days in a row, there was such a lack of demand that the market participants were unable to test 205 one time, but there was a 200-day simple moving average there, and that was rejected 2 different times. So it rolled over, was down 4.43%, and now after hours down another 1.15%. So 180 to 182 seems like a likely next target, another test here. Pray to God it holds. If it doesn't, 167 on deck after that. Wow. Just get wrecked, man. It was only in the end, right? We didn't know, but in the end, it was literally only a trade. Wow. All right, and here's the worst of the 7. Nvidia. Down 5.12%, but it started the day up. What? It was up multiple percentage points. Sold off all day and then closed virtually at the lows of the day. Still trading above 97.25. I know. But it's after hours at 97.70. So very close. This old resistance, they're going to test it to see if it's support, but it might not be a support. They might break it, and that means there's not much there. 200 on deck at 81. I hope it holds, man. I do hope these things hold. It's just like, where's the indication of strength? When bids, when real bids, when like, oh my God, we're making a structure that's positive. It's not good right now. It's just a lot of accelerated selling. Bearish back tests, lower highs, bearish engulfing candles. Like, what the heck? That's bad stuff. Bearish stuff. What's wrong with Tesla? Declining car sales. That's bad. That's Tesla. That's what's wrong with Tesla. And they're the fastest depreciating vehicles in the world. So you buy Tesla, you know you're going to be, that money that you bought it with will be caught on fire, and if you ever try to sell it, you may get half the money or less than what you paid. But hey, we like Elon. Elon's cool. All right, so there's the Mag 7, dude. So is it good or is it whack? We would have to say whack. Now, there were some notable gainers today. They really made a comeback. Fortinet, holy crap. Earnings saved its life, but it's not making higher highs yet. Oh, no, it tested $71, and we know $71 how freaking important that level is. You wonder, that might be it. That might be all it's got. That might, you know, that's what Facebook did, right? It gapped up and touched the tip top of its range and then reversed. So cool. I mean, awesome to see it up 25%, but it was a concerted effort to just test and go no higher than that key level that goes all the way back to November 2021. Same Fortinet, trading at same prices trading at, getting on 3 years from 3 years ago. Like, what the heck? Shopify killed it, man. It killed it. Good God. But what the heck kind of candle is that? What are they doing? How do you gap up that much and then just in the day painting a shooting star? It's down 0.16% after hours. But hey, back above 59.50 might be good, but just freaking crazy price action. Groupon, no, Global Payment Systems. Wow, they held a level. Good earnings, but low volume and not much of a gap. So that gap will probably fill. CRC, awful, man. Who cares if it's up 5.59% after this? This is really bad. Just distribution, lower highs, lower lows. They might back test $47, $48 before rolling over. But just look at the 200 moving average. Look at the, that is a 3 falling peaks right there locally. You go to a 12 hour, you can see it on the daily, but 12 hour, it's impeccable. Yeah, just looking at some of these gainers today, there weren't that many big ones. Suncor Energy just gapped up on earnings. Congratulations. Had recently put in a lower high after making a high to low 886. D retrace. Value perceived area for short sellers. This gap doesn't look like it's much at all. I mean, if the futures, if we start really selling off, there's no, this gap does fill. But it's cool. They defended the 200 again. All right. But then we got, like, on the other side of the fence, really bad stuff, man.
Michelob Brzeski needs to have his people get with Vinny Oshana's peeps. Maybe PBDs, maybe Dwayne The Rock Johnny.
Did that play already? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear Caleb? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what any of that means, but yeah, dude, maybe Dwayne The Rock Johnny Johnson. Yeah, dude. Totally, man. Anyone else know what he's talking about? Oval Shrimp, Scuba Steve, not that guy hiking Ashi, Mr. Cactus, Lincoln, Nadia, Mojipin. Any of you people know what's going on? And yeah, I do mean you people. Yeah. What do you mean you people? Literally, chat. Dang, dude, no one on Twitch or X has commented today in the stream. Get restream. I don't know. I do it for convenience, but it has certainly done nothing, I don't think, right? All right, let's look at, we looked at some top gainers. Let's look at the losers. Buckle up for this one, man. Oh, my God. Wow. Wow, it was so good at a time, but as time went by, very bad, boys. Very bad. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since November of 2020. Multi-year lows on ODPay. Specialty stores. Yikes. 200 breached, demand line breached, resistance. In the end, it seems like became resistance again. You shall not pass the bridge of Khazad-dûm. Okay, let's go to the container store. Did it do okay today, chat? Let's take a... And it's destroyed. Look at the rejection of the 200 moving average. Look at that. I can't even tell it lost 1/4 of its entire value today after its eternal bear trend. That's all it does is lose, lose, lose no matter what. Right? They got to make a DJ Khaled song. I got bankruptcy on my mind. And they all keep their hands down. Whatever. Get destroyed. SunPower also just lowest daily candle close ever, I think. All-time lows? Yeah, all-time lows on SunPower today. Of human civilization, chat. Bruh. That's TripAdvisor. But surely things are better on Dexcom. Beautiful price action. I haven't looked at this one. That's dude. This is what altcoins when you'll gap down on earnings, but like altcoins will just run down while China's awake, while Asia's going. Like they'll just. But this one was so bad. Look at they just back tested, whatever this level is. The swing low. Yeah, look at that. It was in 2020 resistance support became support, and all they did was rally. And this is unfortunate what Bitcoin's kind of doing. Right, that it crashed, and then they're testing a level that's very important from history as resistance again. And wow, so nearing all-time lows again. Carvana, hey, keep it going, but it's getting look, you got yourself a little bearish 3 drives. This should, with bearish divergence. Triple bear, it's over, dude. Like, if someone was going to say, hey, man, I have an argument for a top on Carvana, we got it. We got it. The rule of 3 is undefeated. Well, not quite, but it has an incredible record, man. My rule of 3. Bearish and golden candle today. It wasn't earnings. It survived earnings. Earnings was this candle. This is like bearish abandoned baby, long-legged doji looking A. I mean, it is everything that you could conceive of being a potential reversal candle. And with this kind of candle today, I have high confidence that Carvana maybe goes lower. And it's crazy to say that because look at this thing. But there's now a wonderful argument for downside here on Carvana. So have your alert set up. If we hear the beep, maybe at like 120-ish, we can say, man, we're dumping too much bearish divergence. There it is, man. I love the harmony of the Jesus chimes and the local on the 8s. Let's go to the crypto. Bitcoin just had a daily candle close along with the whole crypto verse. Are we live still? Yeah, I think we're still live, man. What are you talking about? Just loading? What, am I just loading? I'm not that guy who says blow off top caravans, subprime auto loans, highest delinquency since 08. Well, show me the charts. I'll show you the news then, because Carvana looks done. Well, there's a structural development that would imply that Carvana very well could be done if we word it properly. Okay, so no one's going to like this close here, chat. Of course, hey, it's just we wake up, man, and Bitcoin's at 5960K tomorrow just cuz. But with the information, with the data point we have actually got a data point today. Yesterday was nothing. Today we actually got what? A historical inflection point has been formally regarded as resistance with a test, and it was confirmed as a resistance. That is not a bullish thing. It's just not. Even if tomorrow we just go nuts. Yeah, the beginning of the, like, okay, new day, new 4 hour. Let's run this thing back out to 57.5 again. Until they're breaking this level, 57.5 to 58.4, that is a valid bearish backtest. Okay? It just is until new data would contradict what we have identified, what we have seen occur today. That's it. That's Bitcoin, man. That's the update on the new day, man. We'll look at the other chart too. Same type of bearish backtest. I don't know how you can get solace from this. I don't know how you could be out there and be like, dude, that's great. Unless you're shorting, but man, have fun shorting the hardest money in the world. I know you can go to 40K, 48K, whatever. Yeah, I know it can. Go to 42K. What was it? Scott's got a target that I came into his stream and looked at it. I'm like, dang, that's a pretty amazing harmonic. He had it like, I can't remember his anchoring. If it was some sort of like crab pattern maybe here. $1618, something like that. I think he had it like that. I might be completely wrong. Could have been a bear shark too, with different anchor points. But that's, I mean, to a degree, valid. So, yeah, I think it was a shark, and then it turns into a 5-0. So I'm wrong on that. But either way, he's got a longer-term forecast with his harmonic framework. I like using that framework for shorter term, more like localized structures. But I think his pattern completion zone, the 50% retrace, would be 48K-ish. Leo says CASP is harder than Bitcoin. No, it's not. I can't wait until it collapses and catches up with everything else. And you won't be here to say you were wrong. We know people that do that all the time throughout the years. This S coin is harder money than Bitcoin, and then it fails and then collapses, and then no one comes back to be like, dude, I should have never spoken such an absolute way, and I was so effing wrong, like an idiot, to think that some scam S coin created a couple years ago could compete with the first crypto ever created. CASP. Which one is it, man? Like, no one's taken away the fact that it had been a great anomaly, outperforming many other assets, most assets. But all that's happened, dude, is the most bearish thing you could dream of for now. 3 peaks, the rule of 3. They hit 20 cents, they hit all-time highs, and then a rising wedge developed, and then they bearish breakdown, and then bearish backtest, and now bearish engulfing candle, pretty much to confirm the bearish backtest of the bearish breakdown of the rising wedge pattern. So lowest daily candle close confirmed on CAS just moments ago since June 23rd. Not really great, right? Yeah, I'm excited to see 10-cent CAS at some point. But yeah, maybe it all continues because anomalies. It's been uptrending, but man, I'm not ignoring a rising wedge, bearish breakdown with a back test with follow through with a bearish engulfing candle in the bearish control zone on the RSI at 37. Lowest RSI reading seen since March. So maybe it holds, man. Maybe they hold the 200. Maybe they hold 14.4 cents. But you better, the line in the sand on CAS, I don't think you want to own CAS below 14.4 cents. If you're some sort of CAS dreamer, hey man, I know the dev, dude, we like grew up together. I still don't think you want to own CAS below 14.4 cents, man. That's where you're like, that's the line in the sand for you owning it. Because the downside potential is stupid below that level. Below it, easily 30 to 36% downside. So just whatever, you're fine until that really breaks. Anyway. Was there a request today? I think there was one. It was a currency pair. No, the futures have recovered. I guess money printer's gonna go burr and no more number go down, dude. It was just a gully, they say, right? Euro to Japanese yen. On the monthly or weekly. What a crash, but in the end, just a deep retrace. Like, it looks so similar to index funds. Weird. All right, what a run, man. What a long, pronounced run. Started with an M shape, too. Wow, you know, bullish bat pattern. Looked perfect down here. Anyway, he wants the weekly, though. So we go to the weekly. Failed breakout, man. That's crazy. Wasn't up thrust. I mean, you could clearly see this is a fib extension, probably. Oh my, you can't. That's unbelievable. What a perfect bearish deep crab reversal at the pattern completion zone. That's insane, man. Look. 1618, and really that was it. The bots were programmed. Right there. See, they exceeded the all-time high only to see that. That's it. Gold knee ratio, wave structure, crashed. Weekly, it's recovered. I mean, it's pretty much same price it opened at. So at these levels, you just saw a reaction. That's a good old type 1 reaction. So we could change our Fibonacci to say this is the discernible swing low, the C point. You could go A, but C makes sense too, to D. And you have not even seen a 38% retrace yet. And we know that this is the golden zone right here. That's the common retrace areas before I think market participants would put a local bottom in before attempting a rally, and maybe eventually we get a type 2 return up there. The weekly though. So not much to do here, but that's crazy, man. Incredible. That was the highest level of negative momentum we've seen since 2008. Sheesh. Lowest RSI reading on the weekly since 2022. Monthly. Make sure this is visible. This is a huge structure. Gorgeous. A lot of my work's just going to be invisible here. That right there, man. This is like a extension top, man, for now. If they recapture 168, you have to worry about just a confirmation high up there. So this could be a top for now. What a run it's been. Thanks, Anonymous. That was the only request. We had some more super chats, contributions, but that's it. Okay, I've been live 1 hour, 10 minutes, and looks like how Ethereum closed. Oh my God, it looks so bad on the monthly. So bad on the weekly. Oh God. Oh, look at Ethereum. They tested the 200-week simple moving average for the first time since October 2023. So that's good. All right, they're trying to hold it up. Look at this. Yeah, they're trying, man. Could be a shorter-term bottom. Man, hidden divergence didn't play out. Negative momentum's at its highest level since June of 2022. So that's 2-year lows on the 2-year highs. No, wait. 2-year highs of negative momentum on the MACD histogram. Gross. How did the daily close, though? Bearish engulfing candle. Support broken. That's the worst thing you could imagine. They might run it up today to go test 2409 just to make sure it's resistance because it just rebroke. But dude, this is a somber situation on Ethereum. Like, I don't know what would compel someone to like this asset right now. I'm all about liking an asset when a structural development occurs at key levels and there's accumulation confirmed. Like, I loved Ethereum back here in January. Anyone remember the bullish harmonic pattern right here? The trend was so good. Everything was set up, man. And here, it's the worst. Coming off lower highs and then lower low. I'm just not digging it at all. Okay, so just to wrap it up, Bitcoin just confirmed $57,500 as resistance. That is our most recent piece of data on the daily chart. It could be invalidated with a huge pump or something, always could be, but that is not a bullish variable that we have identified today. That is a bearish variable. That would, if that was real, which it could not, it might not be real, right? But if it was real, you're thinking more like 52K on deck. I know, like, sorry. What do you want me to do, man? Like, we had an edge. It was perfect. Be careful. Be careful. US dollar tether dominance trade setup. Be cash. Be in cash kind of idea. And then, like, this happened. It's like, what do you want now? That's terrible. That's not a good thing. I hope it gets invalidated. I always do. I hope these bearish things that are occurring just don't play out. But I'm not going to not talk about it just because it might hurt someone's feelings. Okay? Looking more like 52K after that bearish back test. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. The link is pinned in the YouTube chat. I'll be back until next time. Respect the TA.